Hello and welcome to the Wholesaling and Flipping Houses in New York show. I am Michael Pinter, where I teach you how to start wholesaling or flipping houses in New York, or if you're already doing it, how to grow your business. So I've been getting the same question a million times, and I've done videos on it, but I guess some people don't see them, so I'm going to talk about it again. And the question is, what about the pre-foreclosure list and marketing to that to get deals? So here are my thoughts. And I know people who get deals off the pre-foreclosure list. I just JV'd a deal where someone got a deal off a pre-foreclosure list. I'm not saying there aren't deals there. I don't market to that list. And I don't for two reasons. First of all, there's an expectation, especially if you're watching videos from the many other gurus who teach us in other states, that these are people who feel some kind of urgency to sell. Most don't, and I'm going to talk about why, and that's number two reason. This is the only list I know of that gets inundated in my area with mail and calls. So if you have a list pendants filed against you in New York, you're going to receive approximately 100 pieces of mail over the next month or two. And I think about 70% of it is attorneys saying, hey, I'll represent you. And the other 30% are people who want to buy your property. If anybody speaks to an attorney, the first thing the attorney is going to tell them is, hey, definitely engage me. I'm going to help you, but you got a while. I'm going to push this off for like 10 years, 6 years, 5 years. Foreclosures in New York take a very long time. If you're watching people who operate in Texas, foreclosures take less than 2 months in Texas. You go into foreclosure in Texas, 2 months later, you're out. In New York, you're talking about years. So there isn't the same urgency that you might think there is in New York. But also, you're competing in a red ocean, right? Lots of people fighting for the same attention and eyes. Attorneys, other buyers. And I don't like competing in that in a red ocean. I like a blue ocean where I'm maybe the only person who is contacting them. So for me, I stay away from that list. Now, I really should get the list and use it to list stack because it is a pain point that I can use to help me. But the truth is, that's the one list where I find that I just don't like it. Now, again, people get deals off it. I'm not saying don't do it, but for me, I stay away from it. It's an easy list to get because it's filed in the county, and we don't have a lot of niche lists in New York. This is something easily to get from the county because every list pendants gets filed there. It's easy to get. But for me, I stay away from it for the reasons I just told you. Again, the one is I think everybody's competing in that area and much more competition than other areas in an area that I believe is much less competition than most other states. And number two is because I think that you sort of have this perception that somebody's in pre-foreclosure, they're going to want to sell. And very often they have a lot of time. That's how I feel. Now, if you're interested in how I can help you, go to howtoflipnewyork.com. And if you like these videos, please click like. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. My phone number, my office phone number downstairs is in the show notes up or below or where it depends where you're watching it. So you can call me and leave me a message. You can put a comment in for any questions. This came from a comment yesterday, and I'm happy to help you in any way I can. Thank you very, very much for watching.